Good morning, comrades. How are we doing? Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Hope you're well. Thank you, Sensei Johnny. Look at the... I'm quite impressed by this. Look at this sunrise. And the clouds and everything. I mean, alright, it's not quite Microsoft Flight Sim weather, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. I've just paused at the moment because we need to do some scouting. Right. I've decided, because I was trying to think whether to start again or not, or just carry on with the same map. But I've decided to go for a new playthrough because I've upped the difficulty. I can show you what I've done. I'll go back to the main menu. I was trying to work out whether to play it on... So I came into new game and I thought, let's go for a random map. And then I was thinking about the difficulty. And there was like easy, which is what we used to be on, and then medium, and then hard. And I ended up going for a custom, a slightly custom thing. Because what I've done is I've gone medium, but I think crime and justice is disabled, so I've re-enabled that. So I wanted it to make it more complex, but not start off with hardly any money and stuff. And then when I went for the map settings, I've gone for these. But we've got... The mods can give you all the settings that I'm using. Obviously, there's no map seed that I can see, so... 1 second. Which one did we go for? That one, isn't it? Yeah. There's no map seed I can share, so... But you've got the settings. Effectively, we're on much harder difficulty. We've only got 3,500 rubles. I've got to deal with power, and I've got to deal with crime, and I've got to deal with education. That's where we're at. So this is going to be a bit more of a learning curve. I'm all right, Evan. Thank you very much. T-Valve, thank you for 72 months. That's an anniversary, I do believe. Happy anniversary, sir. 3.5 instead of 10 minutes, Captain Flint. Sorry, what do you mean? Oh, 3.5 million. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a lot less money. Yeah, I'll probably go bankrupt. I can't even remember if you can get a loan. Can you get a loan? Economy and trade? Loan. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you can get loans. 2%. That's not bad. Oh, the most you can get is 2 million. But presumably you can then borrow dollars. Oh, 2.8. You rip-off. Western rip-off. Look at that. Okay, so we've got that option. Looks like it's daytime now. So we've got day-night as well, so that's going to be a pain. Because it's a bit like Skylines at night. You can't see what you're doing. So I'm not looking forward to that, but... Frosty Falls is 74 months. Joe Rabbit, thank you for 3 years. Happy anniversary. Right, so... This summer you're going to Mallorca on holiday. Nice. I was just telling the mods, actually, I've actually booked a cruise. Me and Mrs. Squirrel are going away for a week in July. Not been on a cruise for over 10 years, so that's going to be interesting. Just a little cruise down the Med. See how we get on. See if we like it, because I can't remember. You know. I do remember, I was okay with it. Mrs. Squirrel got a bit seasick at one point when my Force 9 gale hit us. Which is understandable. No, just down. It basically just goes out of Southampton and then just goes down along Portugal way in Spain and then comes back. It's only a week, but we'll see. Fit on. Thank you for half a year. Mostly to just get away. You know, we've got a balcony so we can chill, and then there's stuff that you can do at the ports and things. Yeah, I don't know. Just a week away. We're trying to work out whether to just take a normal holiday, fly somewhere, or just go on a cruise. And we opted for a cruise. Sausage Sandwich, thank you for 8 months. RB Score, 26 months. Thank you. You've never been on one, Mad Wolf. They are interesting because they're all inclusive. Like you can just eat and drink yourself to oblivion if you want to. But they, you know, the way we did it last time was a bit rushed because we pretty much had a port every day. And the ship gets into port very early, so the ship will arrive in port at like 6:30 a.m. or something bonkers. You know, so if you want to go ashore, you've got to have your breakfast and then, you know, get ashore. And then you've got to get back before it leaves at like 4 o'clock. And it can be really tiring. Well, we didn't want to do that. We kind of wanted to have a break. So the cruise we've got has you know, it'll have a day at sea and then a port and then a day at sea and then a couple of ports and then a day at sea, and kind of breaks it up a bit. Because there's lots to do on the board of ship. There's like full-on cinemas, there's theatre shows, there's swimming pools, massage parlours, spas, dance theatre. Like, there's all kinds of stuff you can do, like ridiculous amounts. Matty, thank you for 67 months. Can't believe it's this time of the month already. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we're on a new playthrough, so I just showed you the settings. Now I've got to figure out where we want to start, which I suspect is pretty critical to operations. Also, this map is a lot flatter than the one we had last time, which was insane. So I'm kind of hoping we'll, you know, it won't be quite as insane in that sense. It doesn't show the appearance menu, but it's alright, nothing major, just wondering. What? Shame you can't boat stuff out this time. Well, you can, if you can put it on a river. All you need is water that leaves the map. So if we can get stuff to any of these rivers, we can send stuff away. We've got this weird crisscrossing of rivers going on. Look at that. But because we've got to manage power, I'm thinking coal is a big thing. You're a brave man to start a new start. I fried my mind trying the game. Well, we'll see how we get on. We like a challenge. Glenn, 83, and Supercars, thank you for 11. Does the river go to Soviet or NATO side? That's a very interesting question. I don't know. The north-south, so we'll find out. I've got a feeling this is NATO. North side is NATO. The only thing it affects is what you pay, really. South side is USSR. So either, I guess. So I guess you can choose who you sell to. So yeah, either. Used oil, aka gas for your power, might be an option. I didn't know we could use oil for power as well. Energy, let's have a look. Power plants. Coal power plant, solar power plant. Is that under... Wait, how are you... What are you using to generate the power then? Because... Oh, it's there. No. Yeah, there. Ah, right. My bad. Consumption of oil, 8.8 tons. Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends what's around, doesn't it? What kind of industries you want to get into. Will you be passing Mallorca? No, we're not going... We don't actually go into the Med area. It just goes down the coast of Portugal and Spain and back up. Consider importing power initially. There are power lines near some border checkpoints. Okay. Well, let's have a look. There's a lot of oil around. There's not much iron. There really isn't much iron, is there? Blimey. I also want to be near a major customs thing as well. Yeah, exactly, a checkpoint. That's what I was looking for. So I want to be near a checkpoint as well, really. A good one. Because last time we had a terrible one. Wendy Green, thank you for half a year. And the name I can't pronounce, Maketia, thank you, 45. You've been to Portugal before on holiday, went to the Algarve. I've never been to Portugal. Been to Spans and Frain. I've been to France and Spain and Germany, Netherlands, Mallorca, been all around that, but never been to Portugal. Yeah, I've not been to Spans recently, or Frain. Oil. There's a lot of oil here. Let's have a look down. So there's a major customs here, but there's not much oil nearby. You can't use the outer tile because that's beyond the border, as it were. There's a lot of oil over here. There's a lot of oil right here. And that's got a single track train. I guess we want to be not too far from the river as well. Have you managed to install the improved customs mod? No, I didn't. You playing with fuel for vehicles on? No, I have that turned off. You can get my settings there. Yeah, I don't need to worry. I just need to worry about power to buildings, not to actual vehicles as well. I thought we'd just layer it in steps. There's a ton of oil here, right near a major NATO checkpoint, I notice. Yeah, that's got 3 train tracks, multiple... Wow, that's quite a big one. That's a ton of oil, like, right here. No iron in sight, though. Maybe that's not for us. Maybe... Oh, look at that. It's drawing me back down here. Look, there's loads of iron. Like, right here. Iron. Not much in the way of coal. If you ever want coal, there's not much of it around. That's the only downside to that. So iron and oil are pretty good down here. We're not too far from the river, so we could export. And we can import power, but that's only a small customs. But we won't need to train things, but if we're importing by a truck, it won't be amazing. Alternatively... And north was NATO, wasn't it? Uranium. Don't worry about that yet. Chris, thank you very much for 16 months, sir. NL Hans, thank you for 21. Nyman, thank you for 23. I don't know. Any thoughts, guys? Any thoughts? Kind of want to be near iron. There's a lot of iron up here. But there's not many checkpoints. I suppose there's one there. How hard is it to bridge over? I suppose it's just a cost issue, isn't it? 48,000. It's doable. Is the coal near the... Is the what? The coal near the iron too? Well... There is... Up here, right there, there's coal and iron right next to each other, see that? And then oil is kind of over here. It puts you away from the river, but near that checkpoint. I think we can forget this bit of the map. Because I think we need to be near a river and near a significant checkpoint is the ideal mix. Yeah, iron's just... One chemical, thank you. Doing okay. Thanks for 33 months. You've seen them building bridges on top yet? Yeah. Bauxite. I'm thinking here looks like the better option just because it has... Although the coal appears to be in the water. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how you could extract that. If you build the land up here, I guess you could extract it. I don't know. Can you like if I terraform that up, I might end up cutting the river off. But I guess it's doable. There is a lot of iron over here, like right there. So much of it. Economy and trade. Let's have a look at the iron.
Morning, Paul and chat. I won't be around all day, but will be back for the evening.
Enjoy your steam trains, Chris. Up the river here and make a channel for boats a bit to the side. Yeah, I think it's doable. Once we've got excavators, we can terraform that. I was just having a look at how much money we might get just selling iron. Get a bit of cash, because if we can get a lot of iron out of here, it's power we want to generate though, isn't it? But yeah, so then the thing is, where do we put the town? Well, if we get excavators, it won't cost us anything to terraform the land. So I'm thinking around here is looking fairly likely. There's also oil right here, which we could use for... Because don't forget, we'll need to deal with heating as well. There's an oil patch here. There's an even bigger one behind us, just over here. Lots of oil around. We could make an oil-based economy, really. Probably more than an iron-based one, even though there's a big patch of iron right there. Big patch of iron. As with all these things, getting started is the hardest bit, and making your decision about where to start is really critical. So I don't want to mess this up. I think we might have to forego coal initially. What about if we import power, get our oil industry online, then use that to generate power, and then look to start exporting either power and or oil, depending on what we have more of. Iron ore needs coal, coke to make iron. It does, but I'm wondering if we can stay away from the iron industry initially, because coal is definitely an issue around here. In fact, coal is a problem on the map. There's a lot of iron around, tons of oil, but coal and iron deposits nearby, not great. Like, the nearest coal is literally here, in the water. Calder Depot, thank you for 45 months. As in real life, it's all in the planning. Absolutely. Last time coal was a major issue for the steel. Yeah, but we don't necessarily need to build a steel mill. Your steel mills are really, really, really power hungry and worker hungry. So we don't have to go down that option. We could go down the oil industry route and make chemicals and things. Start with oil, grow money, and become self-sufficient. That's what I'm thinking. Get the oil industry going. Ignore the iron side of things for now. We could refine it and just sell the iron, right? We could just do that to make money. Sorry, Legal Eagle, did I? No, I haven't got to it yet. No, I did miss it. You're right. My apologies. I went from Nyman straight past you. One game recorded. Legal Eagle, 26 months. Finished my second year Scots Law exams. Now off till September. Oh, nice. Can I have a holiday till September? Is that okay? I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I think we have to ignore the iron industry initially, just focus on the oil industry. So really, we want to think about getting that coal later. So I don't want to build a town near that. Can we put, like, marker points down? I guess what we could do... Oil is around here. I guess what we can do is go pump jack, put it into construction mode, and just put these down as a... So we've got the plans, yeah? Do it that way. Put a town name down. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. What? That's not a bad idea. If I can remember how to do it. Oh, no, I can't remember how to do it. Is it under miscellaneous? Residential areas? Copy area. Create city area. It's that one, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Let's figure out where the oil is. Ooh, that is a hot spot. Look at that. So, yeah, it would be about here. Actually, if I just put them down, it automatically names it, doesn't it? Bizarrely. Oil. You just do that. The minimap has a T button. Toggle city names. Look at that, look at that. Yeah, I don't know. Is it better to just do it that way, maybe? Pump jack. We'll have to grab all of these, aren't we? %. Also, we've got frequent fires, so we are going to get fires at these things randomly. Don't you need power to pump the... Yes, but you can import power initially, Rome, to get your... This is the chicken and egg, isn't it? You have to import power to kickstart your power stuff. %15 in there. Is it worth building that? 20%? I don't know what like the efficiency cutoff is. There's one over here we can build, but we're going to get 15%, 16% out of it. Is it worth building one to extract 16%? I have no idea. What's the theory on this? Yeah, fire in the oil plant. That'll take a while to put down. Do you have fires enabled? Yep. I know, Venux. I know. That's why I just said I've got fires on frequently, so we need a road connection. The less overlap. Well, you can't... Not yes and no. So there's no overlap here, but there's no oil. We can't use that because it's already been extracted. So the most we can get from here is 16%. So the question is it worth putting down a pump jack and powering it for a 16% extraction? I don't know. Whereas over here, I can also get like 20%. So anyway, that's the oil field. Then let's get rid of that. So that's the oil field. What else do we need? Iron. Might as well mark the iron out because I don't want to end up building somewhere that I'll later need. That'll be under metallurgy. Iron mine. Oh my god, look at this. There's so much iron here. Probably want to bring it in here or here. Probably here this side. There is so much. $30, 41%. $58. Like I say, we could probably build an industry where we just extract iron ore, convert it into iron, and sell the iron to offset the price of the steel that we're importing. Lol, Everest, you're welcome. There is a higher flow pump mod. Yeah, some things feel like they're cheating, though. You know, that kind of feels like it's borderline. I don't have a problem making things bigger, but making things extract more efficiently, that feels like 25%. Is it worth it? Put it down. We'll call that. Okay, so now we know where our oil is and where our iron is. Iron. Okay, we haven't spent a dime yet. Coal. So I'm going to put something here just to mark the fact that the coal is there. It's here somewhere. Oh my god. It really is actually in the water, look at that. It's like there's a little bit there, and here is where it mostly is. What was it? Create city there. Coal. Your experience, the best thing to start with are clothes. You import a dirt cheap resource, crops, and turn it into one that's quite high value. You need chemicals as well. Yeah, you see that, Sergeant Kelly, that will feed into our oil industry, because I think because there's so much oil around, we're definitely going to be going big on oil. Like, this is Texas right here. Look at it. There's oil here. We can definitely keep the things full. So what we need to do is research chemistry, and then we can make chemicals. And then if we have a farm somewhere, we can turn crops and oil, make clothes, as you say, and sell it for a lot of money. Now, what I need to find as well is gravel. Gravel's not so easy to find, is it? Is that miscellaneous? Gravel quarry. Is there a way to see gravel quarries on the map, or have we just got to run? Oh, here we go. Here we go. So you just look for the rocky bit then. It's weird that there's no overlay for it. %99%? The Holy Grail, look at that. Look at that. 99% right there. Boom. Unheard of. What's that on, 80 or so? In theory, I have two of them going. I'm getting 80 here as well. 81. Yeah, a 99 and an 84% right there. All right, Evan. Krav, thank you for tier 3, sir. 66 months. New Acorn time. Oh, yeah. New Acorn at 66. Nice. Dr. Introvertius, thank you for 32. Neon Razor. Converted from a Prime sub to a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Right, I think that's the basics, isn't it? So let me quickly save that, because we've got everything kind of mapped out now. Don't know what I called this. I can't remember. Call it Saturday 2. I don't know. Whatever. Right. Where do we put the town? We know at some point we're going to have to flatten that, put coal on it, and deviate the river a bit, because I don't want to lose access to that. We've got the customs is over here. We're going to have to get workers probably to these, well, not the quarry, but here and here at some point. You know, where are we putting our factories? Where are we putting the town? There's one every weekend, Captain Flint, funnily enough. Later on, which way are we going to expand? We're going to expand this way. Well, we're going to have more oil over here, so we don't want to come this way, really, with the town. We do want to be able to get resources in fairly quickly and easily. Yeah, I mean, it's like, where do you put your industry and where do you build your city? If you're bringing your iron ore in, you're going to have to convert it. Where's all your factories? Here? You put your iron, gravel processing like here. Means a longest drive. Maybe build your town there then. You can always bridge over later. I think maybe town like there. We can always spill out this way with industry if we need to. don't have massive... Like, the further away I move things, Sergeant Kelly, the higher distance will be. So if I have a construction office, they'll be, like, here. It will be limited to the range of the construction office. There's no way you can fit 3 industries in that area you're looking at. That's always going to happen, Captain Flint. However, it won't. The money won't go whoosh until I start telling it to build things. So, like, if you build a town, say, over here, which I think is probably a mistake. There's no iron or oil there. There's a bit of uranium here. If you try and build a town over here, it's such a long way from the port at the customs that it'll take a while to get things. What about putting the city on the other side of the river? I guess, I mean, we could do. The only thing is we'll have to build an expensive bridge. And also, I don't want to cut off the shipping. I don't know how shipping works. You intend to build from resources. Well, we won't be able to do everything. We'll have to build it up. We'll certainly be able to export iron, but we won't have a steel factory initially anyway. Gravel, yes, we'll have plenty of gravel. We'll have plenty of oil. If we're thinking about forestry, there's not a great forest around. So where we're going to get trees from, I don't know. Like here, potentially. Up in the hills. When workers go too far to jobs, they despawn in the buses. Huh. I mean, this is the thing. Like, if you build your town on that side of the river, are they really going to get a bus all the way over here to man these factories? It's a long way. It's a long way. There's the power and road. We've got a single loading bay. No trains here. Is there one back here? That one's got a train. If we need a train, we can do it here. Okay, so there's an option here. At some point, we can export things on a train from the industry. So that's good to know. Indeed, Sergeant Kelly. Trees are indeed rubbish, but what's the alternative? You have to import wood all the time. Can you export to the waterway, or must it go through the border station? You can export via this, but ships are bigger and heavier and cost more. So in the early game, it's kind of hard to use shipping for that reason. Because you're going to need to buy ships, and they're expensive. And then you have to wait for it to load and sell, and that takes time. I don't know. I don't want to build too far away. I don't want to build too close. I'm a bit... I don't have enough experience in this game yet to understand what the best placement is. If I build a city on that side, I just fear that the distances are too big. If I build it on this side, I think it's going to start running into the industry fairly quickly, even if we build the industry on this side. Shoot, we have a problem. There is a wind direction here, and there is pollution to deal with. Not bad, Sim Man, thank you. Right, I can build that. We'll spend some money. So that's the best excavator, isn't it? Level 33. That costs 8,500. Why do you fund from dollars? Why not? I've got 2 currencies, Captain Flint. It doesn't make any difference, really, does it? So we've got to buy these in rubles. We can't buy the machines in dollars. Okay, so they're now ready to roll. Super Ian, thank you for 4 months. Mr. Hoexter, 100. Good morning, comrades. Good morning, Hoexter. Happy 100, sir. Congrats and thank you. Triple digits. Hi, Jules. Yeah, so I'm thinking, let's build a town here, and I'll with the view of expanding it over the bridge later, right? Because that's expensive, but we'll keep it not too far from here. We'll build the industry here and come this way with the industry, and the town will go that way. Does that sound sensible? So town starts here and goes that way, and industry kind of starts around here and comes this way, and also it can train out that way. So you just need a road along here now. Plan things out. Fire Tiger, thank you for 39 months. Mr. Jappymon, thank you for 62. This is once again another game that I have bought because of you. Thanks for that. You're welcome. You're welcome. Right, we're going to need power imported. We're going to need to get this. Let's have a look at this oil field scenario. So we're going to have to pump this into storage bays. We're going to have more oil fields here later, which we'll pump into those. So let's store on this side, then we can pump into them as well. So let's see. Fossil fuel, oil fuel storage. Oh, we've got to pump them out as well, haven't we? Let's do the pumps first. Oil refinery. Go 3 into 1 is what we want. If I can take that one, that one, and that one, like that. And then I can take that one, that one, and that one. Send that into storage tanks. With a view to sending it out that way. Check if underground costs more than overground. It doesn't. This is the annoying thing, Captain Flint, is it doesn't tell you when you're doing this. You have to do that. But then the only way of finding out is to put it down and then see how much it costs when you buy it. It's actually frustrating. Pumps the wrong way around, are they? Which one? Hang on, connecting. What did I just do? What did I just do? That's fine. That's going to go like that. And then that is going to go like that. That's fine, isn't it? Yeah, so those three feed into that pump. That pump feeds into these. That goes into that tank. That pumps into that tank. Off it goes. And then later on, when we bring the other oil field online, this one, oh god. When we bring the other oil field online, it will pump into tanks here and join that lot. That's the plan. Thankfully, we're still at the planning stages. You compare the amount of work days I switched to build from rubles without actually building it. $373 work days, 553 work days. So probably 80% more cost, I'd guess. But I like the underground stuff because, particularly the piping, because it lets you connect roads properly. So there is that. Going to go off to town. There you go. Why do you feel like this community is your second family? Love it out here. Could not do without you all. Thank you for you, Martin. It's nice of you to say. Yeah, isn't it just Samer? Isn't it just so much easier when it's flat? What's not easy is when it goes dark. I hate that. But yeah, I think doing it all construction mode like lets you sort of map things out better. So that will give us an oil industry. So the next thing we need is a refinery, and we need to work out where the town's going, etc. Gravel is going to come from here, down the road there. So we can join these roads like that. Can put the refinery here potentially. Is that a modded map? No, just a randomly generated one. Right, oil refinery. Now we've got to think about this here, because on the one hand, we want oil for this thing. Now that takes oil, but nothing else. But this factory, or this refinery, I should say, is going to output. Actually, we don't want the refinery yet, do we? We just want to take the oil. Yeah, we just want to take the oil. Because once we start doing the refinery, we're going to be making fuel and bitumen, and we'll have to start getting rid of that. Planet Viewer, thank you for subbing. Welcome. Mr. Vonkel, thanks for half a year. Happy Saturday to you. Yeah, I think we stay away from the refinery initially, and we just go for the power plant. Now, I don't know is how much power, how much oil is going to take. Consumption at maximum production, 8.8 tons. 8.8 tons per what? Environmental pollution, 36 tons a year. Oof. Maximum power consumption, 3.5 megawatt hours. Wait, consumption? You're one of two streams on Twitch playing this game. Is it not a new game? It's not a very well-known game, and it's quite a niche, difficult game, so you won't see many people playing it. Selling fuel bitumen probably gives more money. It does. But we have to deal with power first, because we don't want to be buying power for very long. What does that look like? Okay, so that has pipelines coming in. I think with the iron ore, I might spin them round and do it over here. Then come that way with it. May even have a train going into it. And then if we put the power plants here and the refinery here, we'll build the oil thing out this way. And put our town over there as planned. Maybe it's always consuming power for its needs, or it may not produce power depending on the fuel income. I don't know. It doesn't explain it very well, does it? Where's the road? There's the road. Okay, so there's pipes on either side. The electric's going out that way. I take it we have to send power to the pump jacks. So how do you get power into this thing to get it going in the first place? You attempt to become self-sufficient on power first, but it's actually dirt cheap. Is it not a supply-demand thing? Where's power? Okay. What's it listed under? It's not electricity. Power, there is. 0.97 per something. Per ton, per kilowatt hour, per megawatt hour, like... What does that mean? Doing your own power is somewhat fraught, because if your power plant ever has no workers, everything dies. Huh. True. If that I'm doing is using the train to export around all this industry, think of the storage layout too. You can put tracks through them and then mass export one train line. You didn't need power to... You didn't need power to the power plant to supply with oil and workers. Alright, well, let's see how it goes. Let's start off by building main highway. Something like that. So if we get some workers down here, and we'll need shops and stuff. How level is that? It's pretty level. Yeah, don't get too close to that because we're going to have to landscape around that. What? How do you do that, Sergeant Kelly? How do you turn the grid on? What's this hotkey thing? How do you use this? Oh, you just do it. Ah, look at that. And then if you want to access it, press the one. Nice. That's useful. So you could have asphalt road like that. Two types of road. That could be handy. It's a bit like the Factorio thing, isn't it? Second little banner in the bottom right. Second little banner. This one. Near snap, underground, topographics. First button. It's already on though, isn't it? Schools and kindergartens, the workers won't go to work otherwise. Yeah, we got to do all that. What do you mean that? It's not a grid. It's not a grid, is it? It's just wireframe. Not really sure why that's useful, to be honest with you. Right, let's think. We're going to need buildings, we're going to need school, shop, bus station. We're going to need, then we have to power it. So we've got the substation going. We can get power from here, or we can gen it ourselves. Like you say, though, if the workers don't make it to the power station, power drops and everything goes off. I don't like that. I don't know if it's better to import power or generate our own. I really don't. I have experienced factories where the workers don't go there in great numbers. And if it starts to... You have no control over the workers going there. Therefore, you can't prioritize it. I suppose you could put a building next to it and say, you work here. You could make sure it's always manned. I guess you could do that. Maybe that's the solution. You'd import it purely to avoid the mess. In which case, our oil industry becomes exporting fuel and bitumen down to the port. Power plants do not need that many people. Yeah, but if people don't go, your power stops. Yeah? Your power stops. You can still make the border connection. It will only import when necessary. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's do that then. Let's give it a go. What do we want? We want power. We want a gas plant. Is one gas plant enough? I have no idea. Let's get that road on the other side. Get member, I'm fine, thank you. Let's put 4. I do like the hotkey thing. Okay. So that will be connected like that. You can prioritize, have a bus station at residential areas and at your power plants. Move a bus between them, preferably minivans. They space out the arrival of workers. Right. And we can just drop them straight off there, can't we? So let's get the bus station going. Bus platform. Just thinking about the layout. I think what I'll do is I'll put the shop down first and the school. Pedestrians. Oh god, we're going to need a fire station and everything. School, orphanage, kindergarten. Oh boy. Right. 779 workers. Maybe I should just put like one big building down initially. Like this bad boy here can take 500 people. Just have one giant high rise. Put all the people right in there, close to everything. I don't know if there's any negatives to doing that. Did I say automatically populate or not? No, I didn't. Okay, that's fine. And then behind it, they can have a bus station. Just can easily get to where they want to go. Oh, that's just triggering that. Look at that. What's that about? Seriously, what's that about? Huh? So, I wonder, like, can a pedestrian come in here and get to there? Like, will they just walk through the building, or do they have to sort of do that? I don't know. I don't know if there's a path through there. Or do they have to enter the building in order to go back out that way? Doesn't really make that clear. Or am I better off sort of doing that? For people that can't go through the building. They don't walk through buildings. So you kind of need to do this then. So they can go around if they need to. Because they've got a crossing, like if you put a residential here, they'll cross over there, and otherwise they'd have to walk down there, walk in that way, whereas now they can kind of go like that. It's not neat because you're on the sidewalk. I know they have sidewalks, but it's still, the length of that is still longer than the length of that. And they are governed by distance. Pizza King, thank you for 4 months. Right, so we got your bus station, we get your school in here as well now. Where should we put the school? Where should we put the shops? These are the big questions. Bus platform, parking lots. Parking lots are pointless, aren't they, until you start making cars? Doesn't matter as long as it can reach it. It does matter. Because being able to reach something is determined by the route they take. Yeah? Because a longer route, if it's too long, they won't walk it. Therefore, the route does matter. There's a mod so you can put pedestrian tunnels through buildings. I don't know, Fitton. I don't know. No idea. Right, hotels, children, emergencies, tram justice. Food, right. Grocery store, that won't be enough. Small shopping centre. Sounds like what we need. Put Put this off the main road. Let's get back game. Mr. Jar Jar, thank you for half a year. Enjoy your new badge. Are sure you have the money for all those expensive roads and buildings? Nope. If I want to buy that, it's going to cost me 129,000 rubles. If I want to buy that, it's going to cost me 12,000 rubles. That's going to cost me 10,000 rubles. We got to, you know, the phrase, if you build it, they will come. We have to build it, otherwise people won't come. And we need people to come here so they can get to help us to sell things. You can buy cars if you build a car dealer shop. I think I read somewhere that it's better not to do it because you end up with massive traffic jams. It's better not have people driving around in their own cars because it's just a nightmare. Oh, heating is something we need to think about, but not yet. It's March, but we will need to get that online. However, with all the oil we'll have, we should be good for that. What else do we need? We need a school now, don't we? So we've got the shop. We need a fire station, which we can put up here. Put the fire station here. Although people have to work in it, don't they? Maybe we should build it here. They'll probably walk to it if we build it close enough. Near the main road so it can go to industry as well. Do we need a school and a kindergarten so that people can go to work while their kids are in the kindergarten, and a school so they get educated? It's a basic level, I guess. Do we need a hospital initially, or can we kind of get away with that? I don't know. You need both, right? Okay. School, how big are you? Well, we put the school near the bus station. So they can drop the kids off, get on the bus, go to work, you know. Soviet life. I think we'll have a road. Okay, game. For hospital, you only need minimal service at the start. Okay. Let me just delete that. I'll do it this way. Okay. Good morning, Olicast. Thank you for 35. 30 minutes time, I'll go and see my papa. I don't know whether I have told you this before, but last September he had a stroke. I can't remember, Irvin. A guy I know has had three mini strokes a few weeks ago. He's in hospital at the moment. I tell you, visiting him is an absolute pain. Absolute pain. You have to get a lap flow test every time you want to go in. It's just annoying. But yeah, I hope he's well. Right, so we've got the school, we've got the kindergarten, we've got a big house, we've got the bus platform, we have a small shopping centre. That's most of the basics. I think we need a vehicle depot out of town somewhere. Maybe like down here. Somewhere we can spawn vehicles out of. Right. Anything else we think we need initially before we start powering this thing? I think we can get away without a police station initially, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never done the law thing, so I don't know how quickly they start misbehaving. State infrastructure. Wait, why is emergency hospital, emergency fire station? Where's the police station? Maximum workers 20. Crime doesn't have much of an effect. Okay. Well, we'll put it down, but not build it initially. That's an annoying layout. Yes, we're on a new map. Okay, right. Power. Let's think about power. As I understand it, we need high voltage coming out of this thing. So I guess I want to join that to that with high voltage. And then from there, we need to transform it down into here or something like that. I don't know. We don't need a hospital initially, I don't think. Saturday. Don't know. Not done the power before, so let's see how this goes. Medium voltage, high voltage wires. There we go. So we could connect. There you go. Let's actually buy this. Oh my god, there's different ones. There's different ones. What was the power output of this thing again? Gas power plant. 1,050 megawatt hours of power. Maximum wattage, 17 megawatts. Okay. 17 megawatts. Well, there's an 18 though. I guess it's got to be that then. Power switch to join two power lines. Okay, where's the power switch then? High voltage switch. So if I build that, then join it with 18 megawatt output lines. Yeah. Of course, I've now got the output of this facing the wrong way. Lovely. Use switches amply. For what reason? Can't connect to lines. Bubs, thank you for 2 years. Happy anniversary. Unaccountable Gamer, thank you for 33. Actually, could I just done that as a mud road, although it would have limited their speed quite a bit, so it's probably not worth doing. Or gravel road, maybe. Keeping it cheap. You always need a free connection point to extend your network further, and those are available at switches. Right. Why does it feel like that's not right? Okay, let's see. So if we click on that, we can put that into import purchase mode. Maximum amount of wattage of energy to purchase, 0. So that will buy... If I unpause that, what happens? Okay, so it's saying we have voltage, but there's no power flowing right now. Because there's no demand. Don't use also need the first one in conversion tab. We haven't stepped anything down yet. We've just connected the power generation to... What we're trying to do here is say our power's coming in from the plant to supply everything, but if for whatever reason that stops, we're importing it. That's what we're doing here. So we will import up to 18 megawatts, but if we stop generating, is what we're doing here. Then, let's think. So we want a bus route to go from here to here. That's fine. We need to build this road. Let's build that. I need to do that first. No, hang on. That's all in planning mode, isn't it? Fund construction from rubles. I'm happy with all that, but it won't construct any of it yet. You can max output the imported to maximum. Yes, that's what I've done. Right, so we buy that in rubles. Buy that road in rubles. Let's get the basics bought. Now the money's going down. This road's going to cost a lot of money. You like mud roads? Mud roads are nice and cheap. They limit your speed. they are cheap. Okay. As usual, flyby. Never seems to be the right time for me to be able to watch. Have a good one, dude. Right, so now we've got to think about getting power to... I presume the pump jacks need power. How do we view the power requirements? There we go. Okay, it doesn't... Building is without power supply. It doesn't tell us how much power it's going to draw. Maximum wattage 114 kilowatts. Okay. Yeah, so it needs power. So how do we get power from here to here? Let me construct this. Because we first have to transform it down, don't we? I remember. I don't know if that'll take medium. Presume it'll take medium. No. Is that going to be fed from a substation then? Electrical substation. Right, okay. So if we put this down here, this will feed all of them. It would seem.